Let me just show you. I expected this thing to go lower, but by the time the Asian session, you can see, right?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, I expected GU to give us a sell, but by the time the Asian session closed and this opened, it had the area that I was looking for as so far, which was this part. And as well, I saw the market was touching down here. So this pullback to me wasn't really going to give us another low to get. So I just let it go. I knew it wouldn't work out. Now, the thing about it is, let me just compare with what I'm talking about on gold. I know now gold is buying, but I had a
On GU, what are those dotted lines you put on GU?
uh this thing has it did take profit on GU. Those are the highs and lows of the week. But over which week was it? For some time, but I've not yet marked out for this week. I haven't really marked them out. But let me just do it now. But that's why I didn't really sell
Okay,
GU.
I
I
was
sold,
wondering. I was
yeah,
wondering because my highs and lows are warrant in those positions.
yeah. For I think the other week, last week I
Mm.
used black ones. I didn't use the normal ones. You know, I just used black
Yeah,
ones. I just used the
those
black
ones
one.
must be for the previous week, apart from last week.
Mm. So
Yeah.
let me just show you the what.
Mm.
Let me first put before I leave this chat.
So you are still saying on only
Let me
what
first,
you considered.
let me first put this. It was for some time back. Actually, at times I consider even the
Okay.
daily range. Yeah? At times I consider a daily range. This week is going to be a selling week, so
The
um,
daily range, what are you talking about?
like I consider the open and close of the previous day. You get like, let me show you just a minute. Um, you see,
Actually, I've never really understood the open and close of the previous day. And sometimes you always talk about it, but I've never really. How do you plot them and how do you know it that it's this
okay,
one?
now you see this candle yesterday. You see this candle yesterday. Yeah, this
Yeah.
black candle. Yeah, I would mark out this spot.
That black one, yeah.
Yeah, the highest
Yeah.
and the lowest point. And if the market gives us, let me say,
Okay.
breakout of the Asian of that daily range, that's when I'll know that we are continuing with sales. Or if it breaks above, um, I will know that we are continuing with buys. Now, for example, this one here, I would know that we can have a retracement, maybe 50% before we have a sell. You get, because now it's just playing in between the range of yesterday. Now, if you go back like to this
Mm.
one, now like this one, if I mark out this point and this point, you see how it first retraced inside and went and broke above. I would consider immediately it breaks above, I scale down to
Yeah.
lower time frame, try and find an entry. You get. But it's a strategy that I asked others. Man, me, I'm a
Explain first.
confluence
I've
trader.
not had that last point which you said.
Like you scale down to
You
lower
repeat
time
that
frame.
last point which you said, those last 2 points.
You
Yeah.
scale down to lower time frames to try and find an entry point at the break. You get. Now it won't happen because it's the only one. You
Yeah.
have to add other reasons. I told you confluence
Yeah.
trading is what it's supposed to be doing. You get. You find reasons as to why that trade is
Yeah.
likely to happen. Now you see this is why my take profit was here. You get. So these are some
Yeah.
of the small things that I
Yeah.
asked add up to the strategy. Now you see this the way it gave us this high and it came
Okay.
back and it broke above. I would add even this to it, but I rarely
Yeah.
use that. I rarely use it. Like I just have it in my head that at times I can mark out a daily range. Most especially if I don't have big candles. Most especially if I don't have big candles that are
Yeah.
going to confuse me and I just have small candles that most on the day I have like the market didn't do too much, it just played around in one place. That's when I use it, but nah, I don't want to confuse you with thousands of strategies. You just have to stick to I've told you just perfect that Asian range. You're going to see the magic of it. Like every time you find a mistake or you find like this issue is
I
affecting
actually did
on that.
yesterday, actually. I yesterday was my first time trading it. I don't know if it was the right way, where that low of the way of this week, as soon as the market gave us that small candle rejection, I entered it. So I don't know if it was right. After
Actually,
that, I entered, not after. That's a long one. After, yes, after that candle formed.
hmm. So you see how these
That
confluences,
small candle, I don't,
you see how these
yeah,
confluences will always
yes.
add up in one place.
Mm,
You don't need so many strategies. You get like if the
yeah,
confluences are
yeah.
aligning, they will align to your direction. Like if they are right,
Mm,
they'll all align. You find moving averages
yeah.
crossing. You just need to perfect that one strategy. That one strategy. No, you just need to
Okay.
perfect that. You don't need to add other things. You may not even need the Asian range theory. May I just
So
use
on
it?
GU there, I was seeing a box. Was that really valid for that box on the 15 minute, or it has to be on the 1 hour
Which one?
on GU?
Which box?
Like market has been ranging since yesterday, before the Asian range for there.
So now this is the Asian range that I wanted. That is okay, like a what a ranging Asian range. And all I wanted the market to do is sweep liquidity, but I failed to find an area of value. And to me, the highest area of value was here. You get, and this would have taken a lot of time, and that's why you see the market is reacting here, and we can get a possible what? A possible sell because now we have it. It has swept the
Mm,
London high and we may have now a retracement either to 50% or to just give us the general move to the downside. So what I would do is I'll take a quick sell
okay.
here. You know, I love risk. I'll take a quick sell, even though it's risky. I'll take a quick sell,
Yeah,
you know, from here. In fact, I would take it 10 pips. You know, we are looking at risking. If I haven't taken the number of
yeah.
setups that I should take that day, then why not? You get, because I've seen all the clear signs here. I have psychological level. I have the supply zone. I feel that this market has swept liquidity, engulfed it. So if there is enough volume to push this market back down and continue with something that started
Mm,
here, then why not? And at times you may even pull up a Fibonacci and you'll find the Fibonacci working for you.
mm,
Yet I saying that. So we add one
okay.
plus two plus three, and if you have the right reasons in your strategy to take that sell, you take it. You don't fear risk. Take it.
Mm.
But may I repeat
And I
the
also
same.
wanted to ask you, what are your the settings for your Asian range? Mine were different. When I put it on my chart, it looks a bit different. Okay,
Okay,
it
I'm going to
doesn't
show
have
you.
those fainted bars in between.
The bars. Let me just show it to you. You take a screenshot or
That
something.
fainted, like those vertical rectangles that fade a
So
bit.
you can just take a screenshot. These ones are. You see how I some of them are marked out. You know, you just take a
Okay,
screenshot or maybe I'm going to post the video and you'll be able to just follow through. You know, I turned
okay,
off some. I left some on. You know,
okay.
then the style here. I also turned off some. You can see that here
Mm,
there are labels. There are labels
yeah,
here. Then I just remove them.
yeah,
Then
mine was having labels.
you see these lines. I just turn them on and
Yeah.
off. I leave them on to give me a 50%, you know. But I can also
Mm,
turn off
mm,
this other New York. I turned off the New York one,
okay.
but where's the New York one? Wait. Did I turn it off? I think I didn't put it on. But oh, I just made the color match the background, but I can bring it back. You see this? I can bring back
Okay.
the New York. Hey, sorry, I think I'm on the wrong one. Sorry. Let me first see. Fill the New York. This one. Let me see if it's the one. Oh, I'm supposed to click OK. No, I'm not going to do it. But it's just a matter of playing with these colors. I can feel the background of the
Okay.
London, but I don't want to do that because it would be so crowded. So I just consider this two, and when it opens,
I
yeah,
understand.
the boxes from me. the highest points. Oh, let me even turn off these boxes because I see no use in having. Let me see. London session, background. I don't know if I can turn off the boxes. Let's see. Oh, let me turn off the label. What's this for? I want to turn off the labels, but visibility, no. Input, I want to turn off this box. I don't know if it's where to even,
Okay.
the box is here. Asian box line, can see dash,
Okay.
solid, dotted, millimeter solid. But I know there's where you can turn off those, the lines that you don't want.
Okay.
There are so many tools here that, show London session box. If I turn that off, you see how it goes. If
Yeah.
I turn off that box and I go and just color out the whole background, it's going to make like another line going up, which I don't want.
Mm.
Just leave it there. Oh, I can turn it off.
Yeah.
Wait, will the color go? Oh, the color goes. So I just leave it like that.
Yeah,
So
it's
yeah,
okay.
I would take a sell here. I'll take a quick risky sell here. Let me send it to the guys.
You know what I realized about the Asian range, it's like its setups are not long setups, like they're short set, like 20 pips,
Yeah,
25, 30 pips max.
as long as we are able to maximize from that small movement. I don't want to be. I think this. I took out profit
Yeah,
from this order block here, where the market came back from.
yeah,
And
yeah,
you see, now the market has gone to sweep the London high and touch an area of value here. Now look at how fast
yeah,
it's going to drop, you know? And you may find
yeah,
more reasons as to why this market is reacting, but someone would have shorted from somewhere. But if I put on this Asian thing, it has swept the London high. You see this one? The reason why I sold here, it swept. Remember, first of all, I'm looking for sales. So when the Asian
yeah,
session opened, first gave me a buy. You see this dip? It dipped to 50%, and yet the market is
yeah,
kind of buying in this small movement. So I was like,
yeah.
are the
But
buys
you
value?
you told me, was it before yesterday, that you have to first wait for the manipulation to first happen? There, it
Yeah.
first gave you a buy, but there was no, you didn't even wait for any manipulation. Don't you
Now, first,
first wait for it?
at
Yeah.
times, at times you may not get a
Mm,
manipulation. At times
okay.
the market can come back, most especially when it's trending. That's why you have to identify
Yeah.
the difference. There's a ranging one, and there's a trending one. You get at times
Yeah.
these markets have already swept out the key zones. Now, for example, this one, it must have been swept up. You see how it came back and touched, okay, it came to an area. I would consider this, but it doesn't make it viable. But I would consider this as maybe an area that was broken and it doesn't really make it viable. But so I can consider this. But to me, it's not really giving. But I would look at this,
Mm,
you get,
yeah.
and maybe someone have a fair value gap, but on another broker, you may find it's accurate. Yeah. So if the market
Yeah.
dips like this, creates a new zone like this week, I can mark out this one instead as a new point of interest. By this, I'm considering
Yeah.
a demand zone. I'm making it a
Yeah.
demand zone. So once it does that and it goes up, meaning it has swept some liquidity there and has created new liquidity. Because people are going to look to buy from here.
Mm,
So what I would be looking for in the
yeah.
Asian session is for it to come and just clean this and go. I don't need it to come all the way down here because this one already did the work.
Yeah.
So if it would clean that and go, then I would consider it as the best possible option. But then the market was already here and I didn't see it trying to come back here. So what I did see was this pullback.
Yeah.
There is a chart I deleted. I first sent it, like after then 30 seconds I deleted. It was a buy setup for gold. Let me show you. Let
I
me
saw
show you.
it. I saw it.
Let me just show it to you. I sent it to the group, then after like 30 seconds I deleted it because no one had seen it. So I was like, anyway. Mood swings
I
are
saw
real.
it.
You saw
I
it.
saw it. I wanted to actually, yeah, I actually saw it.
I deleted
I
it
wanted to
as
ask you what you considered for the buy, and I
when
wanted to ask you if it was the Asian session.
so I deleted it. The market had given 50%, but this week was too okay. The week was it had already gone. So what I did, I waited for it, and I thought it would just give me another touch. It didn't. So when it came and swept here and engulfed, I was like, okay, it's sell time because it had swept this Asian high, has swept the liquidity up here, and to me the market is still a
Mm,
downward market. So I was like, let me just go for the
mm.
devil that I know. Since the market hasn't broken above, let me just go for sales, and that's how I flipped to sales. And the confluences were aligning. We had an engulfing. We had the sweep here. We had all these resistances holding. I took the sell back to this demand zone, and you can see that's where. But again, it has swept again, and this time round, it may have swept an area of value.
So I wanted to,
That's the reason.
mm,
I'm not even looking for buys
mm.
right now. I don't see reason as to why I'm buying, but because the market hasn't given us confirmation. But as you can see, it's sweeping, and if we get maybe now to another person, this may be the manipulation, then the move. So maybe they bought in from here. You get because it came back to an area of value. So you have to just know what time is the market ready
Yeah.
for you to get an entry inside? You know, that's what you're supposed to be
Mm.
looking at.
And I also wanted to ask, M,
Yeah,
M,
I'm getting
yeah,
you.
I wanted to also ask, like, if, for example, the Asian range hasn't given you a clear move until maybe 4 p.m., does it
Mm.
still is it still viable after the London session after yes, London session is done? Is it
To
still
me,
viable if market comes back in the Asian range and then it moves to another direction? Is it still viable after? Also, like right now,
to me, not
like
really.
right now, it's now the London session is done. So,
To me,
mm,
not really. But it can, but not really. I don't think so because we just look at liquidity, and if the market has already moved, it has already showed you which direction it's willing to go to. So if all the
mm.
London session has passed, then we're in New York. That market, it means there is nothing there for the market to go and pick. Because this
So
Asian session are just trading
okay,
liquidity. We're just we're just
okay.
trading liquidity from a boring market into a volatility market. Like New York session, I mean London session is more active
So
for
that we should always get the trades during the London session. That's what you're saying.
yeah, we get a trade during the London session because we're trying to get in with
And we
momentum.
have to close
Yeah.
it before it moves into New York. That's what you're
No,
saying.
you can leave it because New York can give you another setup which aligns with the London. You get it can.
Okay.
But most times if it has given you direction, then why are you still inside there? Just have your take profit above that and aim for 1 to 2. And if you have another setup,
Mm,
another strategy that helps you make more money, uh maybe to scale in entries, that's when you bring it in. You get because we are not going to trade a script. This market can even continue to rise from here, you know, can continue
mm,
to rise from here. This can just be a small retracement, then the rise continues. We have to also be aware of that. So if it's giving us small opportunities, then we are done for the day. We don't need to stick
mm.
around and wait for our stop losses to be hit. You know, we
Okay.
have to be
Yeah.
quick with it. We have to be quick with it. So yeah,
I
that's
didn't actually
basically
know that because okay. Okay.
we have
Because
to
I'm
be.
seeing here your yesterday's on your chart, yesterday's gold the Asian session for yesterday. So I'm seeing market came back and then it gave a manipulation and then it came back, I think, to that middle yellow line of the previous session and it showed like it was bearish.
Mm, you have to consider that.
I
You
don't
have
know
to
if
be
you can
cautious.
see it. So would you still consider that since market has left already the London session and it's already now moving into the New York session?
Considering this yellow line,
No, no, you
right?
go to this previous London session of yesterday. The
This
previous
one.
Asian, yes,
Now you
yes.
you can
So
see how
that
the 50. Okay, here now the 50 was still holding. it
Yeah.
was still holding here. You get like a 50%. And you can see that the market
Yeah.
just gave us a new retracement to that point. That adds more into your
Yeah.
confluence, like your confluence as to why you're still trading that. And that's why
Okay.
I just like trading this side and this. Like, how can I say it? Someone else would say this is the manipulation, then the expansion. But
Okay.
no, the thing about it is just trade with the trend. And if
Okay.
the trend is going downward and you find your area of value, which was the 50%, it should give you more confidence that this market is going back to your 50 and is ready to reward you again. But now if you start buying to sell,
Mm.
we're going to lose money. The best thing, that's why I told you,
Stick to
identify,
what's already in the mind.
yeah, identify the trend. After identifying that trend, find out the areas of value, either up or down. You get. And if this 50% is also one of them, mark it out. Oh, it's already marked out, yes. But don't start saying that now I'm going to buy to sell. Yet the trend is clear. The market is going to clean you. Now, like for example, here we didn't have an Asian sweep to the upside. And even though it had swept to the
Yeah.
downside, wouldn't just start buying because it has swept the downside. No, because that's not where that market is being driven. It's not being driven.
Yeah.
Just wait for it to
Yeah.
come back to your area of value. Look for confluences there and dip with it. You get, but the moment you start,
Okay.
now it's buying. But on some occasions, you may find strong support, more reasons as to why trend line break and retest, and that's when you'll be looking to buy. I think now this one, we didn't have a break, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't start selling now from here. Yes, I wouldn't. Market had already given a direction which was coming from a buy, then there's a Fibonacci here. But now you can see that this one is selling
Yeah.
massively,
I can see as a.
even though it
Mm.
has had broken here, was still selling. So me nowadays I line with the
Okay.
trend. That's why, man, to go opposite, maybe if I'm just risking some shit, like at times I just go in, you know, I just go in. Oh,
I hear you.
what's going on here?
Whew, Jesus.
What's going on in oil?
Oh God.
Mm, 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 mm. This is crazy. I would have it
Yeah.
stop loss very well because I would be looking to sell from here.
Mm.
Be looking to sell, being gapped badly, just now confusing people. I say in this now expansion,
Mm.
manipulation, and I don't know if there's an area of value here, but it just came back and touched. I like trading from an area of value, so this one was tough. Yeah, they've cleaned me. Let me see his pairs.
But I see it works well on maybe if you Forex pairs or
Uh,
gold.
I think now this buy. I
But
would
for
take this buy.
futures,
I think this buy. I would take
wow,
this.
wow, 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 wow.
Yeah, and this one did a 50% yesterday. 50%.
Mm.
It respected the 50 here. Another
So if
50.
that
I would
market
buy from
closes
here.
bullish there, you take buy.
Mm. But man, it looks funny. Trading funny things. Another thing. I think this 50.
Oh, yeah. JPYs are all showing the same. They move similarly.
Uh, I think this area of value
Yeah.
would have gotten a position here. After this engulfing, I would have sold. And I would hit TP and it would reverse. Yeah, 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 yeah. That would
Yeah.
have been a nice one.
It's
Until it breaks out, I wouldn't be looking for buys. I'd be looking for my sell still. Even though I would now get scared because of this volatility. But look, this is what I'm talking about. Some people are looking for buys above here. You get off here.
mm, yeah.
Yet the market was sweeping liquidity. also came back and swept here. Now it has gone back. Now, if we get a 50% here, that's when we shall look at breaking. But for now, it's very risky to buy still. That is what the strategy tells you. It tells you what other people are not seeing. It's risky to buy. A very risky,
Okay.
very, very risky trade. Very risky.
Mm. Oh, shit.
Yeah, so Mark, that's it. That's it. That's it.
Anyway,
Even
let me see
don't even.
what did I want to ask you? Um, you go to
Look at this 50, how it came back to the 50. Yee, that 50. Where is it? What?
what's your okay?
What's my word?
Um, help me check out GBP card. I've been in a buy since last week on Friday. On Friday, actually, at night. And I'm still holding it. I just want to
Mm.
see your
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The buys are buying. The buys are buying. Okay, so that been a nice one. Now that I've got my side points here.
so I entered from that down one.
This one. Oh here.
Yeah. No, this long one, the previous one.
This one.
On Friday. Yeah, the one for Friday, yes. Around there. So
The nice one. What do you want me to say about this? It just looks so clear, like it's buy. So the retracement would be valid. This one came back to 61.8, consolidated. It should have been a nice one. Buy. So what I would
yeah,
wait.
actually the Asian range even actually showed rejection right there, and then it just looked up again.
Now this one, this I also talked about these moves. At times it will. That's why identifying the trend is the best thing. You feel buys are
Mm.
stronger. This is maybe an indication. And yes, it came back to an area of value. Someone would sell from here to here. People are fast, but to me
Now,
that's not.
why not buy from down there?
Now
From
buying would
after
be
me, I would call that yes, from down there.
now this is what trading with the trend means.
Because
You
there
buy,
at least it gives it
yeah,
buying there because here it gives me a previous point of yeah, that box which you can put
yeah, this
around
one,
there, moving from this side to this side.
yeah,
Yes.
this is actually better
And
because you align yourself with the trend. Take profit is here. Yeah,
yeah,
this
it would
is
have
this
hit
is
already take profit right now.
anyway, Mark.
Okay.
Let's see how this week goes.
Wow, wow. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. I don't know. You weren't actually. I think you weren't online yesterday. I wanted to hear out your Gundis yesterday when I sent my setups to you, but you weren't online.
I think I wasn't online. I was so busy yesterday.